Yeah, welcome to In-Depth Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be dissecting history. On this day, 30th of May, 1966, Lieutenant Colonel Emeka Ojukwu declared the then Republic of Biafra, which wasn't welcomed by the federal government of Nigeria headed by General Yakubu Gowon, and it ended up to be an all-out blown civil war, which lasted for about 3 years. And that happens to be the most tragic part of our history. Prior to that time, there were tensions in the country, specifically the eastern region and the northern region, which made most of the easterners at the time to retreat back to their enclave, and northerners residing in the east retreated back to their own enclave. And tension rose to a point it became uncontrollable. The two protagonists on both sides, the eastern part, Lieutenant Colonel Emeka Ojukwu, and on the Nigerian side, General Yakubu Gowon, decided to search for peace. And one significant place they went looking for peace was Aburi in Ghana. So today we'll be hearing from not just the key player, but he was the one that actually drafted the agreement for Lieutenant Colonel Emeka Ojukwu. 3 significant things which he mentioned in his interview was: 1, Ojukwu's propensity for power, his taste and love for power. 2, General Yakubu Gowon's later disagreement to the agreement when he arrived in Nigeria, because he accepted in Aburi, came to Nigeria, and disagreed too. And both number 1 and number 2 makes up the number 3, which was Ojukwu's intention. Because I keep telling people, Biafra wasn't created by the disagreement of Aburi. I don't want to say too much. I want you guys to just pay attention and listen to this. Don't forget to thank me later.
Aburi, as a position, as a document, might have given us the chance to avoid what happened. Yes. Now, what the players, Ojukwu and co, might have turned it into is another thing. And we tend to judge an idea by what the players might have done, which is wrong.
Yes.
That the civil war could have been avoided. Yes, if we had not been too obsessed with power. When Ojukwu said, on Aburi,
we stand.
I believe that he has his own faults.
What are they?
Power.
Ojukwu's fault was power? How so, sir?
Power. He wanted power. But when he said on Aburi we stand, we are keeping away his propensity, his love for power. What he might have done if Aburi had been granted is another matter. I won't. It's not for me to say that. But at least Aburi offered a platform, what we call now restructuring. Aburi offered a platform. I happen to be the main person who drafted the papers with which Ojukwu went to Aburi.
Okay.
And that we're talking about the restructuring.
Yes. It's good that you said that you You drafted the papers, because I was going to ask you that question, because some people thought that there was some kind of error by those on the federal side, that they shouldn't have appended their signature to Aburi, and that there were other ways that the agreements could have been worked out. So what were the objections to Aburi?
Because they felt he conceded too much to Ojukwu.
Yes. What were those sticking points?
The sticking point was about the power of a state, a region.
The region.
Yes. To say, no, we won't accept this. This is not our idea about autonomous states.
Yes.
Yes. Let's keep at arm's length what the whole idea of the federal government having overriding power over everything.
Yes.
That was the issue. And Ojukwu said no, and Aburi agreed with him. Gawan at the meeting accepted this. But when he left the meeting, the federal permanent secretaries advised him otherwise. So the Aburi will stand became an issue. They didn't want Aburi anymore, even though they agreed. Gawan agreed with it at the time.
Yes.
Yes.
There was an ego problem between both of them, himself and Yakubu Gowon.
Yes.
He felt he was superior in rank, or he should be superior in rank, as the Supreme Commander over Gowon. Did you think that those who said they didn't want Aburi felt like by considering Aburi they had already created BIAFRA for Ojukwu? Because Ojukwu will not want to report to Gowon as the Supreme Commander.
But you need that to find out what he would have done. Yes. You didn't give him the chance. On Aburi alone, Aburi as Aburi would have saved Nigeria. Whether Ojukwu would have been satisfied with Aburi. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yes, you are saying that it was possible that Ojukwu might have exploited that position to have created also tension that probably could have still led to a civil war.
Yes, that is possible. But we didn't give him
the opportunity to commit a crime.
To commit, yes, to do what
he wanted, he might have done.
Yes.
Yes.
He was right to say on Aburi we stand. Let us stand on Aburi. Yes. You refuse to stand on Aburi because you believe that Ojukwu would not have stopped with Aburi, that he might have gone further. You know, that Biafra was already in his mind. Yeah. But Aburi did not. Aburi as Aburi did not create the Biafra. No. So, Ojukwu had a point when he said, on Aburi we stand. You condemned him already because you thought that his idea, he was superior, he considered himself superior to Gawan and all that. And you jumped to the conclusion that we must not obey Aburi. Yes.
So it was a crime that was created before it was ever done.
Yes. That is the thing.
And talking about this, I remember reading a section of Shoyinka's memoirs, "You Must Set Forth at Dawn," in which he talked about his encounter with Obafemi Awolowo, and that Awolowo told him about a meeting, a private meeting he had he held with Ojukwu, I think it was in Benin, in which they wanted to see whether the nation could still save itself from a coming conflagration. So he said he was there with some people, and Ojukwu was there with a few people. They said there was a scholar. He didn't mention that scholar. I don't know if it was you. But that when they held the meeting, it was deadlocked. Then at night, Ojukwu told Awolowo that, look, Chief, I have great respect for you. That's why I'm holding this meeting. There's no need for us to continue with this discussion because I cannot even go back to my people to say we are not going to war. And that as things stands, I cannot even stop them. And Ojukwu said, Awolowo said Ojukwu thanked him. He thanked Ojukwu for his sincerity. And then he said, please, when you decide to go to war, please let me know. Of course, Ojukwu is not naive. Ojukwu never told him that. Does that not tell you that it was no longer, it makes it difficult for us to decide whether it is the ambition of Ojukwu more than the rage of the Igbo crowd who already wanted war. That Ojukwu, whether he wanted war or not, it was going to happen. My question is, did you think at that stage that it was inevitable? Whether Ojukwu had an ambition or not?
You are putting to me a responsibility that I do not want to accept. The mood of the time, whether it was dictated by the masses or by Ojukwu.
Ojukwu. Yes. Or it was one foiling the other?
No, it's either one or the other. I don't think anybody would want to come out, least of all me, to come out at this distance in time and say it would have been this or this. I followed the mood at the time. I followed the interpretations of the mood at the time. And there was a lot of manipulation. As you would expect. There's a lot of manipulation of the mood. Who manipulated the mood? I don't know. But you can guess. Your guess is as good as mine. The mood was manipulated to lead to a certain result, which is war.
Did you think that today that kind of sentiment is necessary? The Biafran sentiment.
It was not necessary at the time any more than it is necessary today. You follow me?
I get you.
It was
It's not more necessary.
No. It was not necessary at the time. No.
And it's not necessary today.
It's not necessary today. Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to share, thumbs up, and subscribe. Thank you.